Hollywood Sirens, and we're taking a look at the mysteries surrounding their deaths. I'm very excited for today's show. My name is Trish, and I'll be your host for today. Today, we're going to be looking at some really interesting cases. We're going to be looking at Natalie Wood Anne Heche and Marilyn Munro. So I'm super excited to get into today's readings. I want to welcome my guests today, both readers. Their channel details will be in the description box. So if you want to jump over to their channels and subscribe, please do. I have their details up on the top of the screen, but I've got to note that Jen has changed her name. Her correct name is in the description of this video. So I'm going to throw to you, Jen. Jen, what's new with you?
Well, I had to take a siesta, a little bit of a break. I took a step back, some self-care, and I'm coming back in 2026 with a fury. Okay. I have to get caught up on the true crime scene, but I'm hoping that starting next week, I'm going to start putting out readings again and jumping back in. I did rebrand my channel to Jen Rebecca True Crime Vault, but it's just at Jen Rebecca. So go ahead and check me out. I'll be putting up some more videos as I go ahead and get caught up on what's going on in the world.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen. Do check Jen's channel out. She's got some amazing videos on there. You will love them. So I want to throw to you now, Liz. What's new with you, Liz? What have you been up to?
Hello. I'm very similar to you, Jen. I had to have a break. And yeah, the break was well needed. And I feel the same with you. Like this year feels different. I feel like I'm going to be more focused. And I feel like all the stress of last year is behind us now. Well, me anyway. So yeah, I have added to my channel because I was going to do what you did, Trish, and add another channel because I love doing astrology readings, like monthly readings, and I'm not really a big fan of picking cards. You're amazing at them, but I don't feel like I am. But I love the astrology side of it, and I was gonna create another channel, but then what's that?
VidIQ.
It said no. It said no, don't do that. It said do it on your channel, just add it. So that's what I've done. I've added a little bit of that, and I still want to do crime, but I want to have a balance. I don't want to be just all crime, because crime sometimes, I don't know you guys, but it really drains.
Very draining.
Very draining. Yeah, you get headaches and
I thought about the same thing, using a separate channel and getting back into monthly readings, daily readings, or whatever.
Just to pick the energy up. They're great for energy boosting, those kind of readings.
I don't feel like I could. I'm already rebuilding another channel, all about resin pouring.
Yeah.
So I've got a craft channel that I just started. I don't want to start a third one. So
you want to show us one of your designs? Are we up for that? You've been busy?
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
That's a coaster. If you look as I change the light, you can see this in the back here. It's a special glow, special powder that I put in the resin. It's a color shifting.
I reckon you can almost read that. I reckon you could you know how you read tea leaves? I reckon you could find patterns and things that would trigger inspiration in your intuition.
Yeah, I love reading tea leaves. I love it.
And here's a tray that I did.
That's beautiful.
I love it.
You're very creative. You're a Libra too, aren't you, like me? I love being creative too.
Beautiful. Okay, well, let's get into today's show. Just want to welcome everybody in the comments, all in there with in the comments, which is great. Some familiar faces in there. Hi, Julie. Hi, Crafty One. We've got another Crafty One in the comments. Hi, Nisi. Adette. Hello, Adette. We've got Liana. I saw you scroll up in there. Welcome. Great to see you all. Now, if you've got questions in the comments about our celebs for today, please do post. We're going to be starting today's reading with Anne Heche. So she's our first one that we're doing. And I don't know if I introduced what we're doing. We're doing Anne Heche today. We're doing Natalie Wood and we're doing Marilyn Munro. So we're looking at the mysteries around these celebrities. So very excited for today. And I also find too, we're talking about the true crimes and how draining true crimes can be. Perfect thing about these kind of readings, they're mysterious. Might have to get the tinfoil hats ready for some of these things, I think. But they're a lot of fun. And we're just having fun today. It's all entertainment purposes only. If you've got any questions in the comments about any of these celebrities and the mysteries around their deaths, please do pop them in because we'll include that in the readings. So let's start with the first one. We're starting with Anne Heche. We're going to bring Lizzie in to talk about Anne's mysterious passing.
Yeah, I've always found this one to be a mystery. So I'll just tell you a little bit of facts about her before I start pulling cards. Anne died in a serious car crash, as most people know, on August 5th, 2022 in Los Angeles. And she had a little mini Cooper S, I think you call it. And on some CT footage, they show you her going at a really high speed. And she went off road and she crashed into a house. Her death was ruled an accident. I found that to be really strange. As I was going through the internet and getting all her facts, I was feeling that there's something had been done to the car. Anyway, we'll see if it comes out in the cards. This is really weird because toxicologies ruled out that she had any traces of drugs in her system from the present. They did show that she did take drugs in the past. I don't know how they would have done that. Maybe it was marijuana and you can see that the cannabinoids were there or something. So that was really interesting. No alcohol. And they didn't investigate the car, which was really weird. They just ruled it out as an accident. Anyway, when she had the accident, they wheeled her out. She was alive. She was seen on camera. She was alive still, but she was pronounced brain dead a few days later, but they pronounced her dead twice for some strange reason. Anne is a Gemini, and I do know before her death, she was doing a lot of talking, like she was trying to get something out that that she knew about and that she couldn't hold on to anymore. I also noticed that when she did a few of her podcasts that I've watched in the past, she was extremely nervous. So I feel when I was researching that she was being threatened, and I do feel like her death is not an accident. So I'm going to start off with your deck, Trish. The Stardust Shadows. I love this one.
That's what I've got too.
So I'm going to pull
this kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm going to pull some cards, and the first question we'll ask is, was Anne Heche's death a murder or an accident? And look what just came out. That just fell out the same way as you.
Yeah, story to tell. Wanted to sing like a bird.
Yeah, she wanted to get, and she's a Gemini. They love communicating.
Yes,
they love talking.
Gemini here.
Yeah,
and the truth in that one, I think.
she that's what she was trying to do.
So Julia says she's a Libra as well.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to be the odd person.
I can't see the comments, so
yeah,
please
I'll let you know.
I'm going to be the odd person.
Okay, so was Anne Heche's death a murder or an accident?
Crafty one, Jen says she's glad that you're back.
Looks undeceiving.
I'm using the Tinseltown Tarot.
So I got Sacrifice, which is the Hangman. And then we got Distraction, looks are deceiving. So that just made me feel like the accident was made to look like an accident, but it wasn't. Hangman sacrifice. What am I feeling with that one? Oh, she was being watched. She was being watched, and I feel like I did say before that I felt like she was being threatened, and the sacrifice is coming to me now. So she sacrificed her truth and the threats that were made to her. She didn't worry about that. She wanted to get her truth out.
Really, she was sacrificing her life, really, to get the
she was
truth out.
sacrificing her life because I feel like she knows a lot. Then we got hardship and 5 of coins. So this obviously affected her roles in movies. I don't know. In the end, did she have a lot of roles?
No, I think I did think it affected her.
Yeah, so it affected her money.
Yeah, definitely.
But she didn't care. I feel like she is a truth seeker, and she didn't care about that. I have seen an interview of her talking about her ex. I'm not going to say her name.
Yeah. Most people know, and you can pop it in the comments if you know who her ex is.
Yeah, and she said that she was all about the money. She wanted billions and billions, and that's was the cause of their split, because she was a different person to that. And look, targeted attack.
Degenerate.
Targeted.
Ellen DeGenerate.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. We've got new hate speech laws here, Liz, don't we?
Yeah.
We have to be very mindful of what we say.
Yeah.
You're right over there in the US, Jen.
But Ellen was her ex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the group was a bit obsessed and possessive of what she knew, I feel. Okay, so I'm going to get the other deck that I love to use.
So I'm going to back up some of the things that you said there, Liz.
Yes.
Interesting that she felt that she wanted to sacrifice her own life to bring this truth out. She felt like it must have been so dark. This is a sinister and dark card. So it's something that was so sinister and dark, involving parties, maybe groups, like you said, that she felt, no, I've got to do something about this. I have to, and we don't know what it is really. We could imagine, or we could put pieces together, but for somebody to sacrifice their life to try and get the truth out because of what they were involved in, the people that she knew very well, she knew what they were involved in, what dark, sinister things they were doing, involving a certain group, maybe like a billionaires club or some kind of group. We all know what that is. The other interesting things, I got the story to tell, Sing Like a Bird. She was ready to talk. She was ready to tell everyone, but I've got the exit plan wanting out now. This exit plan wanting out, maybe she was reached a point where she said, I don't care. I don't care what happens to me.
Yeah.
I just want to get this out. So whether it meant she knew that it meant that was going to be her exit plan, she knew that was going to be her end by talking about this.
Yes.
But I also think exit plan has to do with that ambulance. The footage of them putting her into that ambulance, and she sat up.
Yes, she was conscious. She was conscious.
Yeah, and then they put her back down. So that was her exiting plan out of that scene. There was some corruption involved in that exit plan.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to back some things up here where my cards are being extremely literal.
Perfect.
I'm using the Tinseltown Tarot because I just felt called for these celebrity readings. I've got the other decks out here too. This one here, the Knight of Wands or King of Wands, is definitely the leader, the head honcho. He reminds me of somebody who is very ambitious, who orders things, right? Here we have the Knight of Wands, and look at the card. With the moon, illusion. The situation with the car is not exactly how it appeared to be. Then and I think that something more sinister involving. Now, this is the Nine of Swords. You see her holding her head. I'm reading these cards very visual, like headache, like something handed to her, given. I'm trying to be vague, but not vague.
Yeah.
That contributed, that was the real reason why she passed, or the real cause of why she passed.
Now, I wonder if that was administered.
Once she was in that ambulance, is that what you're saying, Jen?
What's that?
Once she was in that ambulance, that's why she crossed,
Yeah.
because
That's what
someone
I was
made
thinking.
it happen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Goosebumps there too. And it's funny that we're all kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and I just pulled a few cards from your amazing deck that I absolutely love. The first card that came out is she wanted to expose secrets.
There you go. There you go. You cannot get more literal than that. It's obviously what was going on. And the secrets obviously didn't come out. If they did, they've scrubbed the internet.
Yeah.
But it must have been so bad if she sacrificed her life to reveal that information.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do I keep reading, or have I got time?
Did you have any other questions about it? I'm just checking the comments. Does anybody have any questions about this?
Anybody have questions?
We do. We have a Rebel Princess asked, does she have any dealings with P. Diddy?
Hello, Rebel. I know Rebel Princess.
There's connections. There's definitely connections.
I actually felt that, because before I asked the cards, we know that there's a guy that worked for her ex. Does everybody know him?
Yes. The music guy?
It's Twitch.
Twitch. That's him. Yep.
And I feel like when I first heard about his murder, I felt like, no offense and no judgment to anybody that is like this, I felt like he was bisexual. And I feel like he had some involvement with that Diddy, because Diddy's very involved with Ellen. Yeah, I just feel like the whole circle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that group, the group card, I think that's the group we're talking about.
Yeah.
Time, restraint, and a deal.
So what was the question that she asked?
Was she involved with P. Diddy?
Or, yeah.
And I got the tie or restraint that she was stuck in a organized deal organized.
Oh, you're not going to believe these. Something was seen. Maybe she went to these parties and she's seen things, and that's why she pulled away, because she did say
that same card tried to flip over my deck, but I kept on going.
Amazing. Spirit's being very, very kind to us today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if this is what the energy is, then that's just what we're pulling in, is exactly what it is. And we seem to be pretty aligned on this one.
Yes. Is there any more questions about that?
No more that I can see.
Julia says, thank goodness for USA freedom of speech.
We don't have that anymore here, do we?
I know. Isn't it terrible? And it came in so quickly and no one can do anything about it.
So I missed something there. I guess I got to read up on it.
Oh, just here in Australia, we've got freedom of speech laws, hate speech. Well, they're called hate speech laws because of the Bondi terrorist attack. Well, it wasn't terrorist attacks. The Bondi attacks, they've blamed it on or the solving of those issues comes back to what we say, speech. You know, we have to be careful what we say. We can't be seen to be harassing somebody or to be, there's all this. And it's 500 pages and it's very difficult. Like there's so much in it. There's so many loopholes and little things that you've just got to be careful. 15 years jail and really no defense. So the parliament, the politicians have just been given so many new laws and nobody could say anything about it. It just came in at 10 o'clock at night and that's it.
So you can't even say anything about your government. In other words.
Oh, no, definitely. It's getting that way. We're yet to see the first arrest because of that, but we have to be very careful. Maybe code talk about if we want to talk about our government.
What would happen if you traveled to the United States and came on with me? They couldn't do anything to you then because you're not in the country.
Maybe if we disown our residency here in Australia, maybe New Zealand's looking good. Okay, we ready to no other questions about that one? I think we're ready to move on to Natalie Wood. And I'm going to throw it to you, Jen, so you can tell us a little bit about Natalie's story.
Yeah. Well, Natalie was married to Robert Wagner. Heart to Heart, the big hit show. And I know that they were married. I'm trying to remember the dates now, but I know that they were married for a while, and then they got divorced in the early 70s or late 60s, early 70s, and then they remarried a couple years after that, but it's still in the 70s. But then it was like in 1998, I think it was. Rumor has it that there were problems in the marriage again. That Robert was a little bit aggressive. We'll put it that way. Rumors. Well, they go out on this fishing trip, and supposedly her and Robert had a little argument, and she supposedly decided to go for a swim or whatever, or on a boat or something, on a little dinghy, and she ended up drowning. I suspect some kind of magic hands may have pushed her. Just my opinion. My opinion. No fact. Now, I do want to dispel some things. There's a lot of things on Facebook and online saying that Robert Wagner, he's on his deathbed. He's 95 years old. And he confessed to Natalie. Okay. Without me saying it not because of US rules, YouTube rules. And I think that was I don't think that is true. Because that would have been all over ABC, NBC, all over Sky News.
Mainstream.
Around mainstream.
Not to mention the internet.
So a lot of people, I just saw it online where a lot of people were commenting, oh my goodness, Robert Wagner confessed. No, I don't think he did. No,
was it clickbait? It sounds a bit like a clickbait title.
Yeah. So
what would be your main questions for this one?
Did he do it?
Okay, and while you're
let's just do accident or foul.
Okay.
Was Natalie's passing an accident, or was it foul?
Okay, so Linda says, hi, Linda. Natalie Wood's story has always fascinated me. I want to know if Christopher Walken or the boat's captain will actually tell on their deathbeds what happened. Linda always thought that something to do with the connections to the husband, to do with the passing.
Well, you know what? I got 2 nights in this.
2 males.
2 males.
The 2 males she was on the boat with.
You're right. And a 3 of Swords here, along with the Page of Wands. This is a message. This could actually literally be the argument that involved heartbreak with 3 people. And this Knight of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles. We had somebody being calm, cool, collected, stepping back. And we have somebody who's a hothead, acting very aggressive.
Okay. Which you can imagine which one that you're talking about for each.
Yes. And I'm going to clarify the Knight of Swords. I won't say it on your channel. I always say it on mine, but I'll say, I poop you not. The Star card. Literally, the star.
A
is the
rising
Knight
star she
of
was.
Swords.
And there's also a lot of water around that card too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting question too, because I don't think she was confident, like you said, with why would she go into the water? Was it that bad that she was trying to get away from something? Or did
I don't think
she ever
went in.
intentionally go into that little boat?
I don't think she did.
No.
And then we have the Knight of Pentacles paired with the Ten of Wands. He has some knowledge. He knows what happened. He's carrying that burden all these years.
Ah, and that's the cool, calm, collected one.
Yes.
Christopher.
Yes.
Yes.
And the other one is Robert. Yep.
Yeah, and there was rumors that there might have been something going on between Natalie and Christopher. They were co-stars.
Yeah.
That's just what I heard.
Yeah, there was. Ace of Cups. As you were saying that flew right out. Yeah. I think it might have been the beginning of something, a little bit of romance. I don't think it was full blown, but I'd say there was something at the beginning stages, at least with them. A little bit more friendly with each other. And Six of Cups, the nostalgia, the memories. That's what it was over. The argument on the boat. And I'm hearing it. A little bit of channeling going on here. The argument on the boat involved all three of them. And it was a confrontation of what is going on between Natalie and Christopher.
Maybe you could see the chemistry between them.
Yes, and that sparked an argument. And Robert Wagner was not a happy camper.
So I heard that, and I don't know if you mentioned this, that it was initially ruled accidental drowning. And then years later, or sometime later, it came out that because of the bruising on her body, that's put doubts in the question whether it was an accidental drowning.
Right. Yeah, that part I heard too.
Mm.
Some people like them were trying to explain it away, saying, well, she hit some rocks and stuff, and that's where her bruises came from.
I don't really know the in-depth detail, but I got this card. Was toxicology? Did she have anything in her system? Oh, sorry about that. That's my dog.
I don't think there was anything beyond alcohol.
Right.
Right.
So thanks, Liana. That's right. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. Just reading through some of the comments. We've got Christopher Walken was on the boat trip with them, and so was a boat pilot. Thanks, Karen. Julia says Psychic Liz Cross did a mind probe, and Jen, you are in agreement with her theory. She believes the same thing. So according to that person, this is all alleged, entertainment purposes only. He did it, and Chris Walken carried the guilt of her husband, had no remorse. But her husband had no remorse there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Nisi says, I don't
think it was intentional.
What's that?
Do you think it was intentional? Because
premeditated? Was it premeditated?
Because
I don't feel it was.
Oh, right.
I feel it was a heat in the moment. They were in the middle of an argument, and something happened. Secret. No shit. Sorry.
I don't think we're banned from saying those words. So both Linda and Karen says she was afraid of the water. Thank you.
Yeah, she was afraid of water.
Yeah.
Oh, so am I. I go up to my knees these days, especially with all the shark attacks.
Heaps of
Hey, look what I've got. I've got a sit right in. That's why I asked you, do you think it was intentional?
So when it comes to being
paid off to keeping quiet,
intentional, I've got something to do with around the movie she was making with Christopher. So I wonder if there's some connection there with they knew something, they revealed something. Maybe that's how he knew. Found out through the entertainment grapevine, maybe. That's probably how he kind of knew something was going on.
Yeah, and if she was in a movie, they would have had her insured. So that could have been the payoff.
Uh-huh.
And then I got valuable.
Very valuable.
Valuable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got here negotiation and disassociation. And I'm paying attention to the fact that negotiation and dissociation backs to each other.
Yeah.
Things are not going well. That and I just keep going back to the image on the boat. It's almost, where'd she go?
She might come back.
Oh, there you are.
Internet problems.
I just get this image of something going wrong. This argument on the boat about Christopher and Natalie. Accusations. Probably the movie and the payoff plays a role. But I think it's something like he pushed her, he hit her, or something, and she went over.
Mm.
And the whole other little boat thing, I feel was staged.
Yeah. I wonder if the whole thing was made to look like a bit of a love triangle gone wrong. There's something about it. There was something more to it. With given the payoff card and the insurances, like you've said, because I've got somebody very high ranking and producer. So I've got connections to the entertainment industry coming back to this.
Okay.
So either they knew something or they had a hand in something. Maybe they just had a hand in the cleanup, like the cover up. You know how, maybe like, so that information doesn't get released. Maybe the entertainment industry is connected to the media. They've got a good hand in what gets released.
Right. I just go, I got to go back to, let's try the investigations, because right now it's like the Stardust is saying, okay, I've talked enough.
So Evie says there was a photo of the three of them on the boat. Gee, that captain must have taken a payoff. That could be where the payoff is. The captain might have taken a payoff to keep his mouth shut.
That's what I was feeling when I got the payoff. Somebody was paid off to keep their mouth shut.
Nisi says, did the boat turn over? How did she drown?
Waterway. Can't make this stuff up.
Yeah, I've got a bit of misdirection, so I think there's made to look a certain way.
There was an agreement when this happened. And I was thinking about that payoff. In my mind, I was asking, what was this payoff? A deal or an agreement?
Deal made.
A deal made. Keep things underwater. Keep things hush-hush. Body hidden. Yeah. Body hidden, undercover, waterway. This is all about deal made involving the accident. And I still don't feel that he intentionally or had intentions on purposely.
Premeditation.
Yes,
you reckon it was an accident?
I think it was like in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
You know, that happens. You know, somebody gets furious. Arguments, in everyday life, arguments get out of control.
Yeah. I feel like he had some suspicions, though. I feel like he kind of either was told something by somebody or he had some suspicions. Doesn't mean he was planning that to happen. Doesn't mean premeditation. But I think he was kind of wanting to – the purpose of having them all together on the boat was so he could see it with his own eyes to see if there was some kind of chemistry. And maybe that's what sparked the argument. And
that could,
a bit of alcohol, it got more out of hand than what he –
Yeah, you know, I had that Ace of Cups. Think about it. And what's in the Ace of Cups is a martini of some sort of alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
It's just such an interesting dynamic that you would have that the three of them on the boat together. It just seems very like it's not a party. It's not like a party.
And only
for,
three.
It's three people where there's suspicions about one of them being in a relationship with the other person.
And I can't get away from when I pulled the Three of Swords. Love triangle.
Was the boat out at sea or was it docked? In it? It was docked.
I'm not sure. I really don't know. I'm not sure.
I think it was docked.
I don't feel she got on that little boat to get away though.
I don't either.
I'm not feeling that. Okay. Do we have any other questions about this case? Okay. So apparently all her money went to her husband. Now I did get something around the money too. Her money. So her money went. So they're going to her husband. And he moved straight in with Jill St. John. I mean, it's Hollywood, so they probably all had people on the side anyway, ready to go.
Right.
Excellent. Okay.
How many of these partnerships or marriages in Hollywood are arranged?
That's what I think. I think they're contracts.
Does she have children?
I want to say she did, but I'm not positive.
Yeah.
I was just looking into what happened to her. I know she was big in Hollywood and stuff.
And Karen, you'd nearly have to think if there was an argument on the boat, the captain would have heard it. I mean, I don't know how big the boat was, but surely, well, maybe if it was a very big boat, he may not have heard it. But there was a payoff somewhere. So I think maybe he knew and he took the payoff. Two people, he's both getting the payoff cards.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know we've got any other questions about Natalie. Interesting though, I think it does feel like not premeditation, but it feels like suspicion. There was suspicion already there.
Yeah. Suspicion already there.
Yep.
And I think he already intended on confronting the two of them.
Wanted to see it with his own eyes if there was some kind of spark or chemistry going on.
It got out of control.
Yeah.
Across the line somewhere.
That feels right to me. It doesn't feel like she got on this little boat and rode away.
No, something happened on the big boat and it was staged to make it look like she got on a little boat.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll move on to Marilyn. So I'm going to fill you in a little bit on Marilyn. Marilyn's well known, Marilyn Munro, of course. So most people know the details around her life. So when I was looking at her, I found some tinfoil hat stuff. So I'll get you ready with your tinfoil hats. Now, everybody knows when they think about Marilyn, you think about JFK, you think about Robert Kennedy, you think about that, there was rumors of something going on with them. When I think about that, I think about the rings that we have today. And I think how the very rich people, the wealthy people can pay certain amounts of money to sleep with certain celebrities. So maybe there was actual things going on with them, but maybe it was just like the kind of scene Hollywood and the elites live in, and they still live in today. So when they talk about the history of Marilyn, she came from broken homes. So her mother was mental health. She was passed around many foster homes. So she had a very unstable childhood. She married her neighbor 16, pretty much just after she turned 16, she got married. So I actually wasn't aware of that. And that was her first husband. Then he went out to war. He went to World War II, and she went to work in some factory doing something for the war efforts. And then that's when she got famous, because somebody went into the factory she was working on to do media coverage, and they spotted her and they used her for the editorial. And then that somebody else found her. She got into an agency, and then that's how she became Marilyn. She was Norma Jean. So that's a story of how she came to be. Now, her passing was August 5th, 1962. 36. She was 36.
That was the same as Anne Heche.
What?
August 5th. But it was 22, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, August 5th. No way.
Yeah, August 5th.
Because I know that there's a lot of passings on 21st of April. The Pope died, was it last year, 21st of April? Prince died, 21st of April. You go back and there's many passings around the 21st of April. It's like a ritual date.
Yeah,
So
right.
I wonder if there's something around. We'll have to keep an eye on the 5th of August and see how many passings, celebrity passings there are 5th of August.
Yes.
Interesting. Now, I hope I've got that date right. So toxicology, she was on pharmaceuticals, she couldn't sleep, she had a lot of anxiety. So for her to go from Norma Jean to Marilyn, she played a role. That was a role for her. She had to turn on and become Marilyn. But in her normal life as Norma Jean, she was very anxious and had trouble sleeping. So she was on a huge amount of medications, pharmaceuticals, and they'd overlap, so they'd be double amount of different things. So her toxicology was full of prescription medications, sleeping pills and those kind of things. There is rumors that there were suppositories for that. Now, so they're saying her mother had mental illness. Then they project her as having mental illness, being anxiety, and on a lot of medication. So that's the cover story of how she passed. She passed of overdose, but she passed around, they were saying around 3:30, 4 o'clock, the police were called for her. They found her. The housekeeper, which is, I find this very interesting because the housekeeper apparently tried to get into her room. It was locked from the inside because she saw light underneath the door. I don't know what a housekeeper would be doing up at 3:30 in the morning. Wouldn't you think she'd be sleeping so she could get up early to have the house set and breakfast ready for Marilyn in the morning? So that I found really interesting. But here's the conspiracy part. There is records. Now, this could be non-factual. It's conspiracy, of an ambulance driver that said he picked her up at 11:30 from the house. There's 11:30 he picked her up, and she was alive when he picked her up. She passed in the ambulance, and then they took her back to the house to then officially set the scene and call the police. So that's the conspiracy around that one. So I know we all think JFK, we think Robert Kennedy, we think that kind of thing. The psychiatrist or psychologist, the doctor that's prescribed the medication, he was already on site. He was there as soon as the housekeeper called him. He was there on site. Now, that reminds me of Michael Jackson.
I was about to say that. Yes.
So it's already got those. And then I feel it also sounds very similar to Anne Heche with the ambulance.
Yes.
There's a connection there with that. I mean, I've
Thinking
also
copycat.
seen footage of, was it Diana or Michael
Yeah.
Jackson and the ambulance.
Diana.
Yeah.
So there's a little
Diana.
bit of, funny things that go on here, I think, with this one.
Oh, yeah.
So really, I think the question would be, did she pass of overdose, her prescription medication, or was there foul play? Was there more to it? That would be the question. So has anybody already pulled?
Yeah, I pulled a few, and I've got influence, enterprise, authority, exposure, for the power, and web of lies. And that just made me feel like she was like a toy, and they used and abused her. I do feel like she didn't take those drugs. She was given them. Like, she probably, like, back then you believe in the doctors, and the doctor says, I'll take this will help you with your mental health, blah, blah, blah. I feel like she wasn't popping pills. You know what I mean? She was given the drugs. And look, web of lives. There's a web of lives around it. And I've got a granddaughter named Kennedy. And I just want to say, I think they have a big part in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the things that there was a lot of other things. There was like her part of her toxicology report went missing, so they couldn't actually find out what was in her. So there's all these different things, and that to me sounds like elites coming in to clean the scene, coming into. Oh, and the maid. apparently, which is not, she's changed her story many times, by the way, too, the housekeeper, was washing the sheets at 3:30 in the morning, washing the sheets, they say. So what was she covering up? Was it DNA? Like, covering the scene. Definitely some covering up going on there.
Yeah.
She lost her job, the film role. She was fired from her film role that she was on with, let me think of his name. I've lost his name, and then she got rehired back. So there was negotiations to bring her back because her co-star, the leading man, he refused to continue shooting without her. So they had to bring her back. So this all happened within that week or so before her passing, before she passed. And I've got wanting out, like exit plan, wanting out. So the executives maybe wanted her out.
And I've got facilitator. So
set it up. There is a bit of gossip though, definitely. And I did warn you, tinfoil hat, there's a bit of gossip in this. So the cards are saying some parts of the Marilyn story is gossip.
Gossip. I got gossip too.
Yeah. You got the gossip one as well. Yeah. A bit of gossip in there, but I think probably the real parts of this case would be really covered over. Now, whether it's the executives of the Hollywood or the government, and like I was saying at the beginning, that I feel there's a connection there because how they use and abuse her. So they did use and abuse her. Both of her two ex-husbands, she had 3 ex-husbands, but the 2 recent ones, the Joe DiMaggio and Miller, both blamed it on the Hollywood elites. They blamed them for the death, probably because she was overworked or stressed and on all the pills. So I think there was some that's the executives, and that's who the 2 exes both blamed, was the Hollywood executives. And that's kind of interesting too, because they fired her, then they renegotiated, got her back, and then she mysteriously dies. So I wonder if there was insurance or something going on there as well.
Well, I kind of have confirmation of her story right here, of how it started. I got the Tower, which is kind of reminding me of her breaking free, because right after that is the Hermit. Breaking free, breaking out of her shell. It's telling her story here. And she got a brand new journey, a brand new lease on life, new opportunity that was given to her by a King of Pentacles.
That was probably the Fox directors maybe renegotiating with her.
For the first time ever, she found some sense of stability in her life. And Queen of Wands, she was a star. She was beautiful. She was energetic. And she had everything with the 9 of Pentacles. Then we have the Hierophant. This is an organization. This is, to me, when it comes to cases, the Hierophant often screams groups, head of a group or organization.
I get authority and government too out of the Hierophant cards. Politicians.
3 of Pentacles associated with this Hierophant. More than one. And behind the scenes with the Moon. Very secret.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that we don't know about Marilyn's career. But out of these cards, I got these 2 fell together, dishonesty and sinister.
So dishonesty around her passing.
Spiked involved.
Yeah. And that's probably why part of her toxicology went missing. Maybe that's why that doctor was on scene so early. Like Michael Jackson.
And this is just like a circle that happens now in Hollywood, and it's happened back then.
It's like common
never
denominator.
ended.
Yeah.
Ongoing.
Yeah.
they still play the same games. They still use and abuse their starlets and it's not just females, it's males as well.
Yeah.
They still get used and abused. They get, invited to certain parties, and certain rich people can pay to have them attend parties. Yeah, I think it was the same. It probably started back in those days with Marilyn. Around that. It probably started back in the day, and it's just become a big organization now.
Yeah.
Think about Elvis too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched Elvis's movie at the movie theater, and I cried at the end because I just felt so sorry for him.
Yeah.
He was just a puppet on a string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which they probably all are. I think
a lot of them are like that now.
Yeah.
It's all because of money.
It is. And they are just the puppets. They do what they're told. They perform their roles. They say what they're supposed to say, like what they're told to say.
Yeah.
Even today. They promote certain things. They push us in certain directions. It's just, it hasn't changed. It just hasn't changed. So what's your thoughts on Elvis? Do you think he passed? That's another bit of a conspiracy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. Conspiracy for another day. I think.
Even his daughter, that's a conspiracy too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we could nearly do that whole connection trio.
Yes.
Elvis.
That would be a good one.
Elvis, his daughter, because she
And
was then
Priscilla.
connected to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty good show for next time, I think. Yeah.
I used to feel sorry for Priscilla. I felt sorry for Priscilla for so long. But when things came out about Lisa Marie and stuff, I'm like, that woman is a witch with a bee.
Yeah. 14 though. Priscilla was 14 when she was with Elvis.
Yeah.
And they're so young.
That's a child. That's a child.
It's a child. It is a child. That's what I was even shocked that Marilyn was married at 16.
Yeah, nowadays he'd have be in handcuffs.
Yeah.
But,
oh yeah.
And apparently there's another conspiracy that I've seen floating around about Lisa Marie's daughter and John Travolta. Have you seen that one?
No. I love a good conspiracy though.
So they are saying that his children are her children. They got donor eggs off her.
Oh.
So the youngest boy is actually Lisa Marie's daughter's son.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, but you just think, oh wow.
Well, speaking of certain celebrities having certain famous children, last night I was watching pictures of Jack Nicholson next to Leo DiCaprio.
Oh.
Have you done a side-by-side on that one? Now, they live so close.
Oh.
They were interconnected with his upbringing. He used to play over at Jack Nicholson's house. And I think maybe Jack Nicholson used to go and play over at his house before he was born.
Well, actually, it's funny you said that because I seen Leonardo and I watched him and I thought, wow, you look like an old soul to me, like because he's older now.
Yeah.
And then now that I'm looking at what I saw, yes, there's similarities there.
Yeah. You watched that most recent award show that he was at when he was lip syncing to somebody about the that little pup group that's all the young ones love. He looked like Jack Nicholson there. And if you do a side by side, face shape, the eyes, the eyebrows, there's so many things, similarities between the two of them. Yeah. And the fact that they were so close, and he would go and play over at Jack's house when he was a kid. And he got coached. I think he's acting. He was coached by Jack.
Jack was the industry. I love Jack Nicholson. His movies are
brilliant.
Unbelievable. I love him.
Yeah. Good actor. Good actor. There's so many of them that are so talented at with their skills.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do a little bit of comments here to see what the people are thinking. Let us know what you think about that for our next trio read, which would be Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and Lisa Marie, because there's a connection between the three of them. Okay, Peter Lawford involved in her setup. Karen? how she got discovered, Nisi. Let's see. Question. Are there any rumors that Marilyn Munro and John F. Kennedy had a daughter? And she was put up for adoption by Marilyn. I'm thinking Marilyn's sister in The Girl Found Parents was from her diary. Oh, they lost her diary, I think. Didn't they? There was something about the diary.
That could be true, because when I was shuffling before about Marilyn, I had a feeling that she had been pregnant to one of them.
The thing is, every time I was shuffling and I wasn't saying anything when you were doing your stuff, the Empress kept coming out.
Pregnant. The pregnant card. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. I wonder if she was pregnant and that was part of the... I know they're saying that she had a daughter and the daughter was given away or put up for adoption, but I wonder if there was a pregnancy. And that was to do with the why she was fired and then hired back and then mysteriously passes away.
Yeah, that could
because again, there could be insurances involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toxology report would show a pregnancy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And
not sure about that one.
Okay. I don't know if it does or not. I have no idea.
No.
Surely a medical examiner would know she was pregnant.
For sure. But would they release that information?
I just need to say something. Has anybody noticed? I've noticed that you've got an orb in your Jen, in your picture thing. It keeps coming and going. And see here, I don't know if you could replay it and watch. I'm going to replay it, but I kept seeing things floating down, going up, floating down.
I have that a lot.
Has anybody noticed that? There it goes again. Did you see it? It went over like that. It went over like that.
Because you're talking about it.
I feel like that's spirit.
Spirit, yeah. Yeah, so rewind and have a look at that little part. Let us know in the comments.
It went from there to there. It went that way, but I was noticing it going up and down. Up and down. I wonder if anybody else has noticed it.
Yeah.
I'll go back, watch it, and I'll put it in
and have a look.
Short or something.
Oh, actually, Nisi's saying they said she was pregnant when she passed. So there is a rumor that she was pregnant when she passed. That would align to the Empress card.
Yes.
And the 10 of Cups. That's my family card. That's my happy family.
Happy family.
With the Queen of Wands. Here she is. She comes up as the Queen of Wands in this deck. It's almost like a magician. And what I get is I'm getting a confirmation of pregnancy. I'm getting that she wanted this. She wanted a family. She wanted a child. She wanted a baby. This was a wish come true. She thought she was going to have her happy family. Almost like a miracle, like magic happened for her. That's what I'm getting from the magician. Not so much the manipulation aspect. I'm getting like in her mind, this was magical with the 10 of Cups. Magical. She's going to get what she wants.
There it goes again. I said it just go again.
Jen, maybe that's the thing you were talking about, where you said she was finally getting something that she really wanted. Maybe it was that. And maybe because of who it belonged to, they had to do something about it.
Belonged to a King of Pentacles.
Wonder if that's why they're washing the sheets. Maybe something went badly.
Oh, that's sad.
Conspiracy, not facts.
Yeah. Where's my tinfoil hat?
Yeah, tinfoil hat on here. This is not psychic. This is just putting bits together. So let me see. There was some other... Now, I'm not sure where I read it, but somebody says Priscilla wasn't happy with her donating her eggs, is what they've said to say there.
So it is true then, what I've seen.
And Priscilla not happy about it. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. I'm not sure if I can see your name quite clearly there. It says Omeka. Another reader just said that, and she said Priscilla Presley was not happy that her daughter gave up her eggs. Oh, so another reader saying the same thing about that one there.
Yeah, right.
So it's alleged. It's not factual.
Yep.
But that doesn't get in the way of a good story.
Ah,
Exactly.
what time is
Emily-
it there, Jen, where you are?
Right now it is 8:01 p.m.
Beautiful. So
on Wednesday.
start about 7 o'clock for you, 7 at night. We start at
Yes.
11 here.
Oh, yeah.
So it's about 12. So we've just done the hour, so we're going to wrap it up. Excited about our next show. I think that'll be a good one. So if you've got some questions, anyone in the comments have some questions about the next topic we're going to talk about, pop them in the comments of this video so we can go to that and use that for our readings, for the next readings.
Yeah, I would say make sure it's in the comments, not in the chat, because the chat might disappear.
Yes.
So wait till the video ends, the live stream ends, then come back
Exactly.
and comment.
Oh, yeah, that's
because
true.
we lose the chat. The chat doesn't go live. It's inactive. So if you've got an idea for a question, Jen, that's exactly right. Jump into the replay and put it in the comments, and we'll refer back to that next time and ask those questions. So people seem to be really enjoying the show. I hope that you all loved it. That was a good one to come back to, I think. A nice, easy one, a nice, fun bit of fun.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I enjoyed it. It was very fun.
Yeah.
And
So we'll definitely be back. I think we'll go another 4 weeks or so. We won't leave a bigger gap as what we did last time. We had to get through Christmas and all the dramas we were all having.
yes.
But I think we'll be right to go back in about 4 weeks, or hopefully. I am on holidays from the 19th of February through to the 6th of March. So we'll work it around
Where
that.
are you off to?
No,
Thailand.
I thought you were going overseas. I had that
Thailand.
feeling.
Yeah, I haven't been away in forever. So my sister's just turning 50.
Oh, nice.
This weekend. So we've decided for her 50th, her and I are going over to Thailand.
Good on you.
For a bit of a shopping trip. a bit of fun.
Yeah, I just come back from holidays, 10 days, so needed it.
You need it to refresh. That's what I'm feeling.
Yes.
I had a mental breakdown last week, and it's just getting to that stage where I need a renewal. I need a charge up. So I just need to get away for 2 weeks, charge right up, and I'll be back and ready to go. So where you have had that renewal, I'm in the waning stages and ready to get sparked up and refreshed.
Mine lasted a couple months, but
okay. I'm glad that you're using creativity to get it. That's one of those things in the toolkit to get through mental health. And I think a lot of people are going through mental health issues right now. So it's not just readers. I think it's a lot of people. Hi, Donna. She's in late. You missed the show, Donna. We're just finishing up. Good to see you. So we're gonna finish it off here, and we will be excited to return in about 4 weeks, give or take a few weeks, for our next reading. I hope you all loved it. I want to thank our beautiful guests, Liz and Jen. Don't forget to go into the description so you can get to their channels and subscribe to both Liz and Jen. Don't read the comment up the top with Divine Pathways. That's Jen's old name. She's rebranded to Jen's True Crime Case Vault, or Jen Rebecca. Am I right there?
Yeah, the handle is Jen Rebecca.
Yeah.
Jenn.
But if you go into
Jen's
YouTube and type Jen's True Crime Case Vault, that's how I always find you. And Liz is Liz Beth Tara. You'll love her channel as well. So jump onto that one and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe here as well. We love you all. We love your participation in the comments.
Thank you. I wonder if it works still.
And we will see you all next time.